Welcome to Loc Talk Tuesday, episode 3. I am your host, Melissa Scott, your lock solutionist, also CEO and founder of Loc Products. And today we have a special guest. I've known this young lady for about 6 years now, and she is amazing at what she does. I just love her. Let's give a warm welcome to Mercedes.
Hi, Melissa. I think you've been knowing me longer than 6 years.
Really?
When you was on Highway 85, how long ago was it?
Okay, that was 2020. Was the pandemic?
Was it?
Yeah.
That was before COVID.
Okay, 2019.
Oh, okay.
2000.
Well, yeah, you're about right. You're about
Yeah.
right. It just seemed like it's been longer.
It's okay.
All right.
I know. I love you.
I love you too.
Welcome to my show.
Thank you for having me.
Excited to have you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, Mercedes, tell the people about yourself. You know how you started locks, how long you been doing locks. Where you from, girl?
Okay, my name is Mercedes. I have been doing hair for about 10 years. I started off doing faux locks. Now I'm doing natural locks. I'm doing both. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised my whole life. I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm located off of Metropolitan, next to the McDonald's,
Okay.
2775 Lakewood Avenue, in Loc Salon Studios, Suite 128.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome, Miss Sadie. And for the
Thanks.
people that don't know what faux locks are, what are they?
Faux locks are the locks that we were wearing, like the crochet locks in the pack. You can do hand wrap. You can create them from scratch.
Oh.
Where you
okay.
just plait your natural hair and wrap down with the synthetic hair.
Okay.
Or you can do crochet straight out the pack and just wrap it to make it look individual, like individual.
Oh, okay. Is that a service that you still provide?
I do provide those services, but not like I used to, because it used to cause pain in my shoulders. So I don't do them as much, but I still do them. If the price is right, the price got to be right for me to do those.
Oh, okay.
Because they take too long.
Oh, really?
They take 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours to do now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know what? You know, I may consider getting some faux locks, guys.
Melissa, you're not gonna get no faux locks.
I know. I might consider it.
You got some faux locks one time before.
I did. When
that
I
was
cut
a
my
long
locks off.
time. You did, and you did a photo shoot with them.
I did. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. So, let's get into this.
Okay,
I would love for you to share your expertise with the audience and just give them a little insight on how you feel about locks. You know, what made you actually transition to doing natural locks?
Okay, so my son is really the reason I transitioned over. He asked to be locked, but at the same time, I was like, I don't too much know about natural locks, but I was doing faux locks at the time. So when I was working in the shop in Riverdale, Highway 85, when you was working there, when I used to see, it used to take me 5 hours to do one client. Your clients walking past the door, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, wait, I only did one client. She done had like 6.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I was doing that as part-time. And then COVID started. Then I stopped my full-time job and started doing hair full-time. So with me doing hair full-time, if I could see more clients doing natural hair, why not do natural hair? And now my son got locks. So I could just use him as my little personal mannequin. And now we're here. Yep.
Yeah, so you got good at it. And I love that.
And now we're here.
So, question, because I know you said you was doing it part-time and you was working. So, how did you transition from going from a 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time loctician? Like, what were the challenges in that? And we're going to keep it all the way real with the audience because they need to know.
The main challenge switching from having a part-time job where I'm checking in, like clocking in 9 to 5, and then just transitioning to like just waking up when I got clients. With me doing it part-time, helped me already build my clientele kind of sort of. So when I used to get off work, I didn't notice that I had that much clientele. It took for my supervisor to say, every time you get off work, you doing somebody's house. So I'm like, oh, I really am. So when COVID started and I couldn't bring Kaden to work, I got to take work home.
Right.
So let me just do it full time at home. And it was just going, and I was going with it. Yeah. And it's just going some more and some more and some more. And now we just, but the biggest challenge, faith. It take a lot of faith because, yeah. Without faith, I don't know. Yeah. I just had to be like, you can do it, you doing it. Right. And I just kept doing it. Yeah. And now I'm here. Yeah.
So what advice could you give someone that's in your position or was, you know what I'm saying? Like what can you tell them other than having faith? Because faith is a huge word.
It is.
It's something that you cannot see. You just have to believe it, just like you're breathing oxygen every day, but you can't see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of challenging to ask someone to leave their job to become a full-time stylist.
Right. That's
so
true.
What is something that you can tell them?
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. You just have to be patient with this type of stuff. Like, I don't know, cause I just jumped out there. Yeah. I was just trying something. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just trying it, and I was like, I see it working. Then I'm like, it's really working. Then I'm like, hold on, I got clients for real. Yeah. So I don't even know. Yeah.
I mean,
in all honesty, I wouldn't know what to tell
someone that wants to do it. But I really totally agree with you because faith is the only thing that you can go off.
Yeah, like
especially when you're comfortable. When you're in your comfort zone and you know that this 9 to 5 is going to pay you a certain amount every week, you don't have anything to worry about versus being an entrepreneur and not knowing if you're gonna have the same amount of clients this week that you had last week, or you're gonna not make as much money, and you still have bills due and things of that nature. But it really just takes consistency,
for sure,
persistent, and faith. Like, you can't wait for anyone to give you anything.
True.
You got to go out here and get it. You got to grind. You got to constantly pass out flyers, cards, post on social media.
And see, at the time when I was working my full-time job, I was doing security, so I was sitting at the computer all day. But as I'm sitting there, the hair that I just did last night and the night before, I'm posting it on Instagram. But I'm thinking it as, I just need some extra money.
Right.
I'm not thinking it as, you finna run the whole business. Like, I was my first client. I did my own hair. Then people like, who did your hair? And I'm like, me. You do hair? But can you do mine? Yeah, you gonna pay me? So, and then it's just like, okay, well, if I did it this time, I'm gonna do it this time. But then I'm like, it's getting better and better as I keep going. So it's like, what they say, it take like 10,000 hours to master something. I guess me working part-time, just working the work, I done mastered something. So thank God. So I don't know, Melissa girl, we getting there.
Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. But I'm gonna tell you, when I first moved here in 2005, I came with nothing, no clientele or anything. And when I tell you, I was boots on the ground, hustling, like in every spot, every night of the week, just passing out cards, talking to everyone. building clientele. It was sometimes I would go to the shop. I don't get a client. I've been at the shop all day from 9 to 7, still not make any money. But that didn't stop me. I
Mhm.
had to keep going. And just because you don't see your fruits of labor right then,
Mhm.
eventually it's gonna come.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's like I was kind of given an ultimatum. Like the job was a security job in a government building during COVID. School not in, Caden little.
Right.
So it's like, do you bring him to work or do you not go to work? So yeah, we just not even gonna come to work.
Yeah.
Because there was so much going on up there. Yeah. So.
Wow. Yeah. So that was that. I'm sure that was very challenging for you as well.
Yep.
Because COVID was a challenging
A
time.
whole challenge. It's just like, do we well, we gonna have to figure it out, but it's like, do I risk my life and my child life bringing him up here with all these people?
Yeah.
Or do I just go home and figure it out by myself? And my supervisor was like, you do hair every day when you get off work. Do hair every day.
Yeah.
Don't even come in here.
Yeah.
Get unemployment for whatever reason, and I did that.
Wow. That's
and I ain't looked back ever since. And I ain't looked back ever since, Melissa.
I love that.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you.
Yay.
Stepping out on faith.
Thank you, girl.
I know I used to speak with you and like, get rid of that job. Don't go to work.
You're like, you in here doing all these people. I'm like, Melissa, I ain't ready. I'm scared. I ain't finna do that.
Yeah.
But
you did.
I did.
And now you're so successful.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm really proud of you. So let's get into it. Let's get these people some gems. Let's just
drop a little knowledge.
Yeah, drop some knowledge. Let them know. What I do want to talk to you about is conditioning locks.
Okay.
I want to know, what is your take on conditioning locks?
Me, I condition locks because when we shampoo, we stripping your hair of everything, and that's especially if you're washing it with, like, if you're doing a detox or people getting that color, they coloring their hair, it'll strip it of everything. So when you use when you use conditioner, you put all the moisture back inside.
Well, thanks for that. I agree with you. And as y'all can tell, Loc Mercedes, she's a professional, because anybody that says conditioner puts moisture back into your locks, is a professional.
And you can tell the difference too, even when you shampooing hair. Like if you got somebody with some brittle locks and you shampooing and you put that conditioner in them steam for them, like, oh yes, you can feel the life. Like it just bring it make them light. They be soft. Yeah. That's condition your locks.
Condition your locks. Love that. So, do you think that locks grow faster than natural hair? What's your take on that?
Okay, so I was natural for a long time.
Loose natural hair.
Loose natural hair for a long time, no perm. My locks growing faster than my natural hair.
Has ever been.
Has ever been. I've been locked 2 years, Melissa.
Wow.
You ain't saw the length of my hair.
I have not.
You see my bun?
I see your bun.
The bun is big. The hair is long.
Wow.
2 years.
Wow. And your hair has never been that long. So y'all heard it from Mercedes.
Long kept.
Long.
It's always been thick.
But not long.
But it was long, but when I was little, but like I done had it cut in bobs and wearing braids, and it wasn't growing. They say, get your braids, your hair gonna grow. It was coming out. Like, get your hair pressed out, get it trimmed. It wasn't growing. We get it trimmed and it don't be growing.
Yeah.
I locked my hair. It's growing. But yes, it is growing. It's growing a lot, actually.
Yeah. So would you say you growing locks is the best hair decision that you've made?
I wish I would have been locked my hair a long time ago.
And not 2 years.
2 years. 3 years in October.
Wow. Okay.
And it don't even feel like it.
Yeah.
Now, that took some patience.
Let's talk about it.
The process.
Ooh, yeah. Let's talk about the process.
The process.
So, what advice
Ooh,
can you give someone that's just starting locks or thinking about locks? Other than patience, because really patience is really the biggest key.
Yeah, that's the biggest key, but who want to start thinking about starting, do it. I just went. Let me see. What would I tell somebody who want to start some locks? I just feel like every lock journey is a different journey, honestly. I didn't lock my hair until I felt like I was ready to take myself on the journey. So I was like, let me lock my hair.
Yeah.
So I always tell my clients, like, don't ask me to lock your hair if you're not 100% ready to be 100% you. Like,
Right.
because when we wild with natural hair, you're going to be like, oh, because we're not used to it.
Right.
So you just got to be ready.
You have to be ready to love yourself from the inside out. Because you're going to need that inside beauty. You're going to have to know that you are beautiful regardless of what your hair look like.
Yeah, to where you may have to do a little eyelash, mascara, or something like that. But I always tell my clients, like, if you're not ready, if you feel like you're going to get you some locks today and want some braids tomorrow, don't even waste your time.
Yeah. But everybody thinks they're ready when they start, until the process. And then, you may wake up and be like, what is wrong with my hair?
But even with me being locked 2 years, I've said, do I still want to keep my hair locked? Because it's like, oh my God, you're growing so fast, but I ain't never had my hair grow this fast. So what I'm supposed to do? But it's cute, but I don't know what to do. I got to get my hair done again. Right. But it's cute. Yeah. But where my scalp, you know what I'm saying? Right. You just be going through so many emotions. Right. I don't know. I love my locks though.
Yeah.
I wish I should have been locked a long time ago.
Yeah. So I've been down that journey 7 different times.
7?
7. I've had 7.
Why
sets
7?
Of locks. Exactly. Why 7? So I've had 4 sets of traditional locks and 3 sets of sister locks.
You sat down 3 times for sister locks?
I sat down 3 times for sister locks. No, not just sat down. I paid that amount of money.
3 times.
3 different times. Yes.
Because all of those was different journeys, huh?
All of those were different journeys. And for me, every set of journey that I went through was a different stage in my life. Again, like I said, every time you start your journey, you think you're ready. But then life happens. You may go through something. You may, life just happens. And maybe that's not how you want to wear your hair any longer. Right? So for me, I'm just a back and forth person. I love my locks, but I love my curly natural hair. Yeah. I can't have it both ways. So this time,
and your hair grow real fast too.
My hair grows extremely fast, and it's only been a year since I cut my locks off. Yeah. So I decided to cut my locks this last time because I decided I didn't want to be my hair.
Okay.
I didn't want to be my hair. People think since I'm a loctician, I produce and make lock products that I have to have locks. That's not true because my locks doesn't have the talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my locks ain't doing your hair. I don't even do my own locks. And most of the people most stylists with locks, they don't do their own hair.
Because I don't do my own hair. So I do not do my own hair.
I'm just trying to understand. No, ma'am. Where did that myth come from? Yeah. That, I need to have locks because I'm involved in lock care.
Now, the lady who used to do my natural hair when I was getting press outs and stuff, she had sister locks. But she did natural hair.
Natural hair. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing of I want someone to look like me in order to, do my hair. I don't understand, but yeah.
And
Anyway,
and it's crazy because a lot of people, if you don't have locks, I don't want you to do mine.
I don't do my own.
9 times out of 10, we're not doing our own, but But
Yeah.
I love my locks because my locks is just like they a journey within itself.
Mhm.
When I got my hair locked up, I sat in that lady's salon. She had a picture on the wall. It said, "When a woman changed her hair, she about to change her life." And before I locked my hair had just fell out, but it grew back into a bob. And I was like, I can't get no sew-in. I don't want no braids. And I locked it. And my life is changing.
Yes, I love that. So
That's
speaking of that, so can locks be combed out, or do they have to be cut out? Do you have to cut your hair, or can you comb locks out?
You can comb them out, but you're gonna be doing that for a long time.
It's okay. I just want them to know if that's an option.
It is an option.
Okay.
You can comb them out.
Yeah.
With water and conditioner.
Okay.
What they say don't do,
Right.
but you can use conditioner to loosen up the strands to comb them out.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a good gem right there because I'm sure people want to know, if
Can they comb them out? I get asked, do I comb out locks as a service? I do not.
You know. Okay.
Take too long.
Okay. It takes too long. So, what would you tell someone that is afraid to lock their hair because of either what they've heard or what they've seen? Because I understand there's a misconception about a lot of things about lock, as in you can't wash them too often, or it's locks dirty, or help me out here.
So, for somebody who wants to lock their hair, and they afraid because of the things that they've seen. I mean, Melissa, locking hair is one of those I feel like is a self-love type of thing. I really do. And I always tell my clients, like, we be having energy talks. Like, I don't know, locks they just give a whole nother type of energy. And I feel like you have to carry the energy to want to have locks. Like it just got to be in you to want to.
You have to have self love. Like you have to love yourself. Not saying that people with natural hair don't love themselves.
Right.
But when you're going through this lock journey, like
it's just a different type of self love. Like I don't. Yeah. It's an energy thing. I feel it's an energy thing.
I like that. It is an energy thing. So, let's talk about where can the people find you?
Like on Instagram and socials.
And also let's talk about what you have coming up. Like
okay.
What do you have going on?
So right now, what I have going on is first I can be found on Instagram at Locs by Sadie's. That's spelled SADIESSSS. Okay. Facebook as well. I don't too much be on YouTube like that. Okay. Yeah. So just and TikTok. Locs by Sadie's on TikTok. Okay.
Also, what's your address again? Can they book you? How do
they book you? So to book me, you have to go on either my Instagram or my TikTok, or you can send me a text message at 678-790-1984. The address to where I'm working is 2775 Lakewood Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia 30315. Okay. Suite 128 inside of Loc Salon Studios.
Okay. So what else do you have going on?
What do I have coming? Coming up, I am on my birthday next month on July 18th. On July 18th, I will be launching my own product line. Yay! And I am calling it Rooted Aesthetics. Okay. Thank you. It's going to be hydration mist, replenisher oils, and detox bags. That's what I'm going to start off with.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited.
Yes, that is something to be
What else? What else I have coming up?
So you already have products, right? I know.
No.
I see. No.
No. Oh, I did have bonnets and scarves, but with the China and the president stuff,
the tariffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
My vendors got me on like I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
So I just put that on pause, and I'm just working on my hair products.
Okay. I love that.
Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Melissa. I love you.
So appreciate it. I love you too, and give it up for Sadie's Loc Sadie.
I just play.
And I also want to remind you guys that we have our Lock 'em Up grand opening June the 29th, which is also my birthday. I'm super excited. So June the 29th at
Cancer
2 p.m.
season.
It is cancer season. June 29th, 2 p.m. The grand opening. We will be right here. So y'all make sure y'all come check us out, pick up some products, and then just enjoy the time that we're gonna have here at the grand opening. You know, we got new products that we're also releasing, but that'll be announced. We also have our Lock 'em Up jingle that y'all been hearing. So
you're just doing so good. You're such a boss.
So excited. Thank you so much. But that is a wrap for Loc Talk Tuesday. Thank you for joining. We will see you the next time.